Welcome back to Tay's Fashion. Today we're going to be doing some polygel nails on my left hand. Yes, this is going to be my first attempt doing polygel nails on my hands, and I'm super excited. Nervous as well, but excited. So this is the nail extension that we're going to be using for my polygel nails. And these are the nail forms that came with the nail kit. At the end of the video, you'll see a full recap of everything that came in the nail kit. So now I'm just going to go ahead and start with some basic prep for my nails. We're just going to go ahead and file down my real nails just to make sure that it won't be a barrier to the nail extension when I do apply them. Next, I'm going to go ahead and use my e-nail file today just to cut around those cuticles. Make sure that nothing will prevent me from applying a nice smooth application today. And we're just going to go ahead and do that for each and every finger on my left hand. If you have any comments or any suggestions for me, please leave them down below regarding the polygel, any particular brands you recommend me using, or any tips in general. Okay, so I'm almost done filing the cuticle areas and taking off the shine from my real nail. Also, whenever you're using the e-nail file, you want to be sure not to put too much pressure on it because you don't want to damage your real nails or the cuticle area. Okay, now that I'm done using my e-nail file, I'm just going to go ahead and use a cotton ball with acetone on it to clean my nails. Now, they read the manual and it says use something that will clean the surface of it and make it as dry as possible. So I feel like the cotton ball and the acetone was my best option. I am going to go over with a dry cotton ball as well, just to go ahead and make sure that it's not wet or anything when applying the nail extension to my fingers. So this is how they look so far. Everything is prepped, and at this point we're ready to put some nail dehydrator on. Don't forget to dehydrate your nails, which will keep your real nails very healthy and protected. I try not to apply too much to each nail, just because we still want it to be dry enough when applying the nail extension to my fingers. And this nail prep and dehydrator dries pretty quickly, so I didn't have to wait too long before applying the nail primer. Okay, so this is the last finger that we're going to be adding the primer to. Then we're going to just go ahead and move around a couple of things before applying the nail extensions or doing any base coats. So I just moved over my UV light that I've had since the beginning of my nail journey that I purchased from off of Amazon. So my nails are looking real hydrated and prepped right now. and I think it looks good so far. Then we're just gonna go ahead and go in with this base coat that came with the kit as well. So we're just gonna go ahead and apply it to each and every finger before applying any nail extensions. This coat was actually very smooth. Of course, no smells, and it wasn't sticky or anything like that. So I really enjoyed applying them to my real nails. So we're just gonna go ahead and do each of those before putting them underneath the UV light to let them dry. We're gonna cure it underneath the UV light for 60 seconds. Okay, so now that the timer went off, we're going to start by using these nail forms to go ahead and size my nails so that we can apply the nail extension on the inside and onto my fingers. They're looking pretty shiny right now. So we're just going to grab one of the nail forms out of the kit and start sizing them. So sizing these were okay, it wasn't that bad, but they do have two little plastic knobs at the end, and that's so whenever you take off the nail extension, once it's hard enough, it won't have any trouble with being removed. So we're just going to go ahead and size each and every finger right now. I do wish this nail form kit came with more accurate sizes, but most of them fit exactly how I wanted them to fit, and they were just mixed up inside of the nail form, which I wish that it was really coordinated. Okay, so this is my last finger, which is the pinky finger. If you follow my nail journey, you know the pinky nail is one of the hardest nails to find when applying application to my fingers. But surprisingly, one of these actually fit my pinky finger without having to do like any alterations, which would have been even harder being that the nail forms are full coverage and plastic. Okay, so now that I have sized each of my fingers up, we're just going to go ahead and start applying the application. This is the brand that I bought from off of Amazon, and they actually come with a pretty good amount of stuff. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and start with the nail extension today by opening the top and peeling off the foil that comes on it, just so that it won't waste and to make sure that there's an extra layer of protection. So this is the color of it and how it's gonna look, hopefully, when applied to my nails. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the thumb today and add the nail extension on the inside. Over here in my heart-shaped dapping dish is the monomer that came with the kit, and I'm going to also be using the special brush that came with the kit as well. Now, from what I read from the manual, you just apply the nail extension, use the monomer, and you use the brush to spread out the nail extension onto the nail form. So that's what I'm just going to do for each and every finger right now. I made sure that I put enough to cover my thumb. And also I have seen on the manual, if you want it thicker, you can just go ahead and add more of the nail extension to the nails. So I'm going to apply it to my thumb right now. And it was very easy. And it stuck on pretty quick, which was great. And I also added the nail clips that came with the kit, just so that it will have a secure and stable object on it, so that the nail extension or the nail form won't move. Because like I stated before, it is very flimsy and thin as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my brush to even it out on the back as well. So I'm just going to apply this step to each and every nail, applying the nail extension onto the forms, using my brush to spread out the nail extension while using the monomer that came with the kit. And then we're going to go ahead and use the clips. Now this kit only came with 2 clips, so I wish I would have ordered more. But for right now, we're going to make it do what it do and continuously use the same 2 clips for each nail on my left hand. And since I only have 2 clips that came with the kit, I'm just going to apply those 2. Then I'm just going to go ahead and use my UV light to harden it up, so that way I can move to my other fingers and take the clips off the thumb and index finger, so that way I can use it for my other fingers. secured those fingers, we're going to move on to my last finger, which is the pinky finger, and apply the nail extension to it today. Now, I did have some trouble with applying the previous finger nail form on my nails. I'm not sure what the problem was. Maybe I didn't put enough monomer on it or hold it down long enough, but it definitely kept popping back up. So using the nail clips actually works a lot. So I'm pretty thankful that they sent at least 2 of them today. So we're just going to go ahead and do the same thing to the pinky nail. Maybe in the future I'll do another polygel nail set, and I'll also incorporate using more nail clips and also more nail monomer, just so I can see if that's going to hold the nail on my actual nail better than what just happened to the previous nail. So I'm just going to go ahead and spread it out. Make sure you're getting full coverage as well whenever spreading the polygel onto your nail forms. So hopefully the pinky one sticks down, and it came up as well. So we're just going to hold it a little bit more, press it down, and then try and hurry and apply the nail clip on it, just so that it is secure. So the last 2 nail forms were popping back and forth. Hopefully with the nail clips and me curing it under the UV light, it won't show a big difference or effect to these nails. Okay, so we're almost done curing it for 99 seconds on low heat. And so now we're just going to take off the last 2 nail clips today from my fingers. And it was very easy to take off. And I did notice that some polygel slipped underneath the crack. So we're just going to go ahead and remove those from around my nails. So far, This is how they look without me doing anything to them, without me removing the nail form, following them, shaping them, and doing anything like that. They're not going to stay this long. I am going to cut them down some and also give them a shape. But this is how they look so far. I'll be back once I file them, shape them, polish them, and buff them out. Okay, y'all, so this is the final result after I filed them, shaped them, and buffed them out. They're pretty firm. I can definitely see where I need improvement at, but this is how they looked after I applied the base coat to them. And of course, this is the final result, and they're not that bad, and I actually like how they turned out. If you have any tips for me, leave them down below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.